More than 30 years ago, a need was recognized which still exists today. Families being torn apart by poverty. When Amor Ministries was founded in 1980, the poorest families often sent their children away to orphanages simply because they could not provide for them. Rather than being full of true orphans, these homes were filled with kids whose parents chose to send them away to better care for their general needs. After learning this, Amor's founders decided to address the problem at its source to assist with the basic needs of families. So for the last 30 years, Amor Ministries' mission has been to keep families together by providing adequate housing for the poor. The Amor House makes life easier for a family in need and is used to impact the greater church, and more specifically, the work of the local church as we join together in labor to demonstrate the grace and love of Jesus by providing security, safety, and stability. The ministry continues to live out Scott and Gayla Congdon's initial calling and provides homes for families daily. The Congdons, along with the Amor team, carry out their commitment and passion to help the poorest of the poor in Mexico as well as South Africa and the United States. Amor mobilizes missionary volunteers to work with local churches to respond to physical and spiritual poverty worldwide.
Though the call in our lives was separate and personal, God brought Gayla and me together through a joint vision to address the deep poverty in Mexico. In our 30 years of ministry, this need hasn't changed and continues to be our deep and abiding passion. The only thing that has changed in 30 years is that poverty worldwide has grown, and in turn, God has expanded Amor's vision to address this. Our goal is to continue to impact the future of the church.
In Mexico, the national unemployment rates are close to 40%. That's almost half of the 107 million people living in the country. 70% of the population resides in urban areas, and over 4.5 million Mexicans live in substandard housing. The minimum wage in Mexico is set at 40 pesos per day, the equivalent of $4 US. By providing 4 walls, a roof, and a locking front door, Amor Ministries offers much more than a secure home to families in need. Addressing a family's most essential necessity provides the chance to improve their physical and spiritual conditions and offers the local church a solid outreach opportunity.
We see those that serve with us fall into 2 categories: missionaries here in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom, and those individuals living and serving in the countries where we work. It is because of our deep commitment to the local church that Amor is now entering into a new phase where those we serve can now become the helpers and build within their own communities. Whether you are working in your own local community providing elder care or building a hospice for an impoverished community abroad, we are working together to create a global, united church that is willing to reach the poor, the lost, and hurting for Christ.
Together, you and me, we are Amor Ministries, sending and equipping missionaries to fulfill our mission of eradicating spiritual and physical poverty and building the future of the church.